Just finished recording my video detailing, I don't even know how many different SSDs I was looking at in the video. There's a ton of them. We got Thunderbolt 5, USB 3.2, Thunderbolt 4, some USB 4, tons of SSDs. So that video is going to be coming out soon. It's going to be a long one. I feel like somehow I missed some stuff that needed to be in the video, but I think I ended up shooting for like half an hour on it. So it's probably going to be like a 12 or 15 minute deep dive into the whole world of SSDs with Macs. Unfortunately, this morning while I was doing some research for it, I was looking at the prices that the SSDs are currently at, and it's not pretty. If you want to get a 4 terabyte NVMe now, I think the 4 terabyte 9100 Pro by Samsung, I believe, is up to about $550 now. And depending on the retailer you're looking on, some of them you can't even find the specific model in the capacity that you want. So there's also some other really cool new models that just came on the market a few months ago, and they're currently out of stock. So I felt bad for recommending them, but hopefully they are able to get back in stock soon. So LaCie has the SSD 4. That one has been really good. LaCie's SSD 5 has been pretty nice as well, the Thunderbolt 5 version. Glyph has a couple new ones I haven't got to test out yet. I think Oyen might have a Thunderbolt 5 drive at some point. But the winner of all of these, I can't even find it. There's so many right here. The winner from all the tests is the OWC 1M2 80G. This one has been amazing. No bottlenecks with it. Really the only bottleneck with it is just the actual drive on the inside of it. So you do need to have a good drive on the inside of it if you really want to be able to take advantage of those fastest possible speeds. So I was finding with my 9100 Pro 8 terabyte, this was really making transfer of 500 gigabytes faster than using something like the 990 Pro though. So quite a big investment if you want to get this drive right now though. So that's something else I ended up just shooting a video on today, is just kind of the state of the SSD market. And from the couple of people I've talked to about this, as well as just the general knowledge that's out there on the internet right now, it seems like it's going to be mid to late 2027 until SSD prices start to come down. So if you're looking to buy one, this is definitely the time to buy now. I mean, probably Black Friday was the best time to buy one, but that's too late now. So if you're looking to buy an SSD and you need one, this guide is going to be for you. It's going to tell you everything you need to know, whether you're just trying to back things up or if you're doing a lot of video editing, photo editing. We talked a little bit about LLMs and how you need to have the fastest drives for that. Yeah, there's a lot in that video, so hope you guys will check it out whenever that comes out. If you're watching the live, feel free to drop a chat below if you've got any tech questions going today, or if you're watching the replay, also you can always leave me a comment. I try to get back to as many of them as I can. So yeah, all the SSDs have been tested. There's a couple of new models that I still haven't got to try out yet, or they're just not available yet. Glyph has a new one that looks really promising. I got this new U-Green SSD enclosure. I guess this one's not a new model, but I just wanted to see what you can even expect out of a $20 enclosure. But the prices of some of the NVMEs you'd put in this are so expensive that I think you probably want to spend a little bit more and at least get the USB 4 one. I don't have it right now, but we also just reviewed the Kingston SSD, dual SSD recently. I've got the SanDisk dual one, and then the Oyen 4 terabyte Dash Pro. I was using this some today, offloading a ton of files. This thing is so cool. It's so small, but 4 terabytes of storage in something of this size is just ridiculous. Got a couple of keyboards I've been waiting to unbox, so I thought this might be a good time to do a little bit of that. So first one is the NuPhy Halo 75 V2. I tried the Halo 65 V2 out, and I personally prefer the 75 keys a little bit better. I like having the function row on the top, so I found I was missing that a lot with the Halo 65, and so I was excited to try out the Halo 75, and I'll also be comparing this one to the Air 75 because that one's pretty popular right now. Got an ultimate NuPhy keyboard buying guide that's going to be coming out pretty soon as well, so be watching for that too. Oh yeah, this one's definitely got that classic NuPhy look to it. Yellow space bar. Some people don't really like the yellow space bar. But what was cool about the new Halo ones is they have the ghost bar, so there's actually dampening on the side of it, so that feels really nice. Okay, so this one's definitely got the blush switches, very quiet. It's pretty tall though. You got the feet on the back, so you can lift it up a little higher if you want. Off on switch on it. Yeah, this one is really nice. I really liked the Halo 65, but I think having all those buttons on the top is going to be great to have the functions. One thing I can't figure out though is why no one puts the globe key on a mechanical keyboard. I don't know if that just makes it more universal or what the deal with that is, but that's the reason I end up just going back to the Apple keyboards usually. It's because there's some shortcuts that you can do when you press globe and control and an arrow key. It'll move your windows around the screen for you. So that's definitely a con to getting a keyboard like this. And then also got the Kick 75. This is one that I believe came out a couple months ago. They were kind of going for the retro look with this. I think it's got some clear elements on it. This one's got the brown Nano switches on it. I haven't used the brown Nano NuPhy switches yet. That's funny, I couldn't get the backlight to work on the other one. This one's already ready to go. Well, that is pretty fun. So you've got like a fully translucent design with this one. Backlight really shines through well. You can see it on the sides as well. Encoder. I do like the brown switches. They have a good sound on them. They're not too clicky, but they are definitely louder than the blush ones. So some people are like, oh, what's a blush switch? What does that mean? Well, basically the blush switch is NuPhy's silent version. So listen to the difference of this. I mean, that's crazy. You get the exact mechanical feel, but with basically no sound. I mean, it's not completely quiet. No keyboard is truly silent, but that is very quiet for a mechanical keyboard. I don't know if they make the Kick one with the browns or with the blush switches as well, but I would definitely be interested in checking that out too. It's got some little retro art on the back of it. So this is definitely substantially larger than the Air. It also doesn't have a keyboard dampening on the spacebar. The Halo is really nice. Honestly, if you're just at a desktop, the Halo might be the best keyboard NuPhy makes right now, just because of that spacebar dampening. All right, one more. We've got the Node 100. So they made two different versions of it, and it's kind of interesting. The layout changes a little bit depending on if you get the low profile or high profile one. So this one's the high profile one, so it's the slightly bigger keyboard. I think I'm going to test the low profile one at some point too. For whatever reason, my Node 75s that I got did not have the colored keys installed on them. So you get different keycaps in the box you can swap out for if you want. But it's kind of funny to see the other ones having those colored keycaps on it. I think these look really cool with the monotone look that they have. This is my first high profile keyboard I've got to test. It's got kind of an interesting curve to the side of it. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that, but hopefully you can kind of see the way that the keys are just at a little bit of an angle, which feels pretty good. It's got a good feel. I'm typically more of a low profile guy. And I believe this one is high profile as well. But these ones have more of an angle to them. It's kind of interesting. They went with that kind of like off-white color to as well. So it's to me, that wasn't my favorite choice. I wish they would have gone with more of a pure white, because more mouse options are going to be a pure white or a pure black, but it still really looks nice. It's got that retro look to it. These ones also have the backlight on them as well. I can never remember the shortcut for changing the backlight on the NuPhy keyboards. They don't really label a ton of stuff on their shortcuts, which gives it the nice minimal look, but It'd also be nice if they did have that on there just so you could know what it did. It does look like this controls some backlighting stuff as well. Nice to have more buttons doing that. And of course you get the number pad on the side of it too. So man, this just takes you back to like computer class in elementary school and high school. That's really cool. A couple other projects I've got coming up. I've got some more iPad accessory videos, some Mac accessory videos that are going to be coming out soon. I've been waiting to get the OWC Studio Stack. That is their docking station they made for the Mac Studio. I guess you could use it with the Mac Mini too, but it's going to be the same exact size as the Mac Studio. You just put it directly on top or potentially on the bottom too. I got to check the manual for how you're supposed to use it. But you can put an SSD in it, so it gives you the fast Thunderbolt 5 SSD speeds. It's actually got a second slot, so you've got an NVMe slot and you've got a SATA slot on it as well. So you've got the choice of how you want to run it. You can run it with a hard disk, you can run it with a larger, older SSD, and you can also put an NVMe in it. So that's kind of cool that you've got just a bunch of different choices of how you want to use it. And it gives you a couple USB-A ports, a couple USB-C ports. So I think that's going to be a must-buy for any Mac Studio person. It will be kind of interesting. I need to look at the price that it comes in at. I think it's about $330. So you could get that, and you could get like a 2 terabyte Samsung 9100 Pro or a 4 terabyte. The price all over the place right now again. But you could probably spend an extra like $500 to get the 2 terabyte and the Studio Stack, or you could probably go about $700 to get the Studio Stack and a 4, and then you could add that to your Mac Studio to go all the way up to 4 terabytes for only $700, which that's not a bad buy. That's not a bad price on it. And if you want, you can use it as a docking station for any other computer too. I don't know if the cable is built in or not. I'll have to check on that. I think that comes in tomorrow, but I'm really excited to check the Studio Stack out. I use the Mac Studio every day. I need to do a video on my favorite accessories for it, just the stuff that I use with it every day. And then Mac Mini accessory update. I did a Mac Mini accessory video, man, probably at the beginning of last year. I think I did one like right when it came out too. And so many companies have launched so many different accessories for the Mac Mini. And some of them, the speeds on them weren't the greatest. And then it seems like as they got more user feedback, they were able to see exactly what people wanted out of them. So there's definitely some better Mac Mini docking stations and accessories out. What I struggle with is people are always releasing things. And I feel like as soon as I make a video that's like the best Mac Mini docking station, then a company's going to launch something that's going to be even better. So Satechi just put out a docking station that's the same exact size as the Mac Mini. I don't think they recommend you stack it on it, so it's not like some of those seamless looking ones, but that would probably be the best docking station for a Mac Mini. It's kind of like the Studio Stack, but more of the smaller docking station size. But I just struggle with that a little bit, knowing when to make the best accessory video guides. And you can add stuff to the description later, but you can't go back and change your video once you published it on YouTube, unfortunately. So that's a bit of a pain. And MacBook Air accessories. I've been testing some different power banks with the MacBook Air. I did a poll today to see if more people use MagSafe or USB-C, and so far more people are saying they use MagSafe to charge their MacBook Air, which is funny because I almost never use MagSafe to charge it. I'm almost always on a docking station or using some sort of power bank that I just use the USB-C cord so I can charge an iPad and charge my phone, charge my MacBook as well. So that was a little bit of a surprise too to see that, but I need to do a MacBook Air accessory video. Mac Mini. I've got a couple monitors that I'm hoping will be on the way to test soon. I did my giant ultra wide monitor review last week. I've still got a lot of shots I need to get on to finish that up, but that monitor has been really great, and I think I'm going to have to actually add a whole section to it because as I've been using it even another week, there's just little things you notice about monitors. So I would love to do more long-term reviews of monitors. It's kind of hard to do that if you don't use it every single day and really get to know like the nitty-gritty things about the monitor. Like this one was going to sleep really fast and taking a while to wake back up, and I found a setting on it that you have to change if you don't want it to go into that deep sleep mode. So I was able to turn that off, and I think that's going to make it feel a little bit more responsive when I wake it up from sleep. I haven't used the speakers on that one much. Some people use their monitor speakers, but most of the ones that are on the market don't sound very good. The Apple Studio Display is about the best sounding monitor speaker that you can find right now, but a lot of people don't want to spend money on speakers to go with their monitor setup, which the Atom Audio D3Vs have been amazing. They work really well for that setup. So yeah, those are a couple of the accessory guides that'll be coming out soon. SSD video that I probably need to go get to work on that here in a few minutes. If no one has any other questions or any comments about anything we've talked today or any other tech stuff that they're looking into. But yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out on the chat today. And if you got anything you want me to take a look at, questions for future tech talks, will be on every Tuesday about 3 p.m. Central. Or if there's other times that you think I should stream, I'll probably run some more polls and see what people think and when the most viewed times will be. This was the time that won the last poll I did, so we've been going with 3 p.m. for now. But yeah, always feel free to leave a comment, send me a DM on Instagram. You can also find all my contact info on the channel as well if you ever have any other questions you want to ask. But hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.